You're considering selling your home in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis-St. Paul, and you want to know exactly what you should do beforehand and what you should not do. This is exactly the video for you. I have a list of 9 items that I highly recommend a lot, not everyone, but a lot of my sellers do before we go to list. Because not every remodel or rehab that you do to your property is going to give you the ROI that you're thinking that it will. So these 9 items will give you the highest potential of getting the highest ROI when listing and selling your house. Starting with number 9, popcorn ceilings. When buyers go into your property, they're going to look up. And as soon as they look up and they see popcorn ceilings, they're going to think, what else has this owner not taken care of during their time owning this property? And I don't want to say that you're not taking care of your property. I'm saying that there are slightly older homes that have popcorn ceilings and new construction don't have popcorn ceilings. So one of the I don't want to say easiest, but one of the fastest things you can do to get a good ROI on your property to sell for more, because my goal, if you hire us, is to help you net the most amount, sell at the price, the terms, and when you want, is to get rid of those popcorn ceilings. It might be in one room, it might be in all the rooms, but it's worth looking into getting a couple of quotes and getting that taken care of. Number 8 is mold and any other smells. Now, as homeowners, a lot of times you walk into your home and you no longer smell anything different because it's your home, you're used to this smell. So this is a perfect opportunity to get a stranger, a third party, us into your property. So that way we can tell you honest feedback if the property smells or not. I'm talking cat urine, dog urine, mold. If it's mold, we're going to have to get rid of that. That is going to come up during inspections, and you don't want to be blindsided about that. And I don't mean just Febreze, light a candle, bake some cookies to make the smell go away. I'm talking a permanent fix. Number 7 are those vertical wooden panels. If you have them, they were very common a lot of years ago. If you have them in your property, that's going to be very similar to those popcorn ceilings where when the buyers walk in and they see the vertical panels, those wooden panels in the living room, they automatically think, I'm probably going to be offering lower than list price because of the quality or the condition of this property. But before you replace it with anything else, I want to make sure that you reach out to a designer, a real estate agent, so that way you can get a good design sense of what you can replace it with. But then also the real estate agents, that way they help you net the most. You don't want to just put in $20,000 to fix your living room when really the return is only going to increase the value of your home by maybe 10. These are just example numbers, but you get my point. Number 6 is pretty related, and it's wallpaper. Wallpaper is trending back in. It's trendy right now. But if you have the wallpaper that was popular in the early 2000s, even the 90s, I'm sure it's starting to curl over. It started to change to a different color. And again, when potential viewers go into your property, they're going to automatically think this property's older, I'm going to have to put work into it, and that's going to reflect in their offer price. So at that point, it's time to change out the wallpaper with the help of a professional. Please don't choose just your own wallpaper. Please don't go crazy with any crazy colors. We like neutral now. The market has spoken, but get rid of those curling old wallpapers. Number 5 is probably one of the least expensive ones, and that's to update the hardware throughout the house. As you've lived in the property, maybe you've updated some hardware here and there, some in the guest bedroom, some in the garage, some in the kitchen, and not all of them matches. It's a very nice and subtle touch when buyers walk into the property and all of the hardware is the same. Alongside that, if you have any face plates that are old, that are turning it to a different color, replace that. It's easy. Those faceplates cost $2. You could even do it yourself, and it goes a long way. Number 4 is the AC unit and or the furnace. If either one of them are not working, or if you know that it's having issues and that's going to come up in inspections, it is going to be called out. And especially here in the Twin Cities, you're gonna need heat. So if the heat is going out, get it replaced. It's gonna be a big cost, but it's better to do it now versus the potential of you going under contract and that being the last straw for the buyer, and the buyer saying, you know what, on top of everything, the heat doesn't even work in the property. I'm gonna have to dish out more money on top of everything else to pay for a new furnace furnace, let me just cancel. They're going to get their earnest money back. And I don't want you to be in the position where you have to put your house back on the market, because automatically, what do buyers think when a house goes back on the market? I can lowball. This seller is probably motivated. And at that point, you might be. So I don't want you to be in that position. Usually with bigger ticket items like this, I say, don't do it. We can negotiate something later. But for a furnace up here in the tundra, get that fixed. Number 3 is paint. Paint goes such a long way and it makes such a big difference. Now, again, please use a professional in the industry that sees homes every single day. Do not pick your own paint colors. If you're gonna pick your own paint color, make sure it is a neutral color. Very, very common colors right now are agreeable gray or Sherwin-Williams alabaster. It's the gray walls with the white trim. That's what's trending, whether or not you like it. Again, the market has spoken. Don't paint your house orange or yellow or green or any crazy color. Neutral. And when I'm talking about paint, I mean, if every room in your house needs painting, and you'll know, like always try to think of it from the potential new viewer's perspective. Are there a lot of scuff marks? Is the wall dirty? And not just the interior, but the exterior. Maybe you could get away with just painting the kitchen cabinets and the bathroom cabinets. Maybe the walls are fine, but if you think the walls aren't fine, go ahead and paint it now, so that way the whole house has one color. So it's not like you're jumping from theme to theme, going from the living room to the dining room to the bedroom with all these different colors and stuff in between. Make sure the whole interior looks one color. And if the exterior of your house needs paint as well, go ahead and do that, because that makes a huge difference, which leads me to point number 2, which is landscaping. The first photo and the first impression that buyers will see is usually your front yard. That speaks volumes. So along with the outside of your house, the front of your house makes the world of a difference. So make sure that if you need a driveway cleaning, like a power wash, do it. If you need to clean up the leaves, hire a kid. If you need to mow the lawn, 100% do that. If you need a professional, let me know. I will coordinate with any of these vendors, plumber, electrician, HVAC, landscape, everyone. I have a person for you. I can give you a couple of recommendations, but landscaping is everything. Again, it's the curb appeal. It's usually the first photo that shows up on all these public facing websites that's being shared. And if that photo isn't a good one, then we're losing out on a ton of buyers. And lastly, one of the biggest changes that you can make that provide a very good ROI in comparison to a lot of other choices that you could be making is a garage. Protecting your car from the snow, from the sun, from strangers is very important to you, to other home buyers, to everyone. So if you have a carport, it might be worth looking into converting that to a garage. If you have extra land and you don't have a garage yet, it might be worth looking into garage quotes. Adding a garage onto your property can add $20,000 of value to your property. Now, of course, will that be dollar for dollar? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends on the condition of how many stalls you already have, if you even have a garage yet, because the biggest jump will be from having no garage to having a garage. That's going to give you the most amount of value. If you already have a 2-car garage and you're wanting to add a third, it won't give you as much value as having no garage to then having a garage. My name is Ali Garced, and I would love to be your real estate agent of choice. I do this all day, every day. I breathe, sleep, and eat real estate. So if you're looking to sell your home either today, tomorrow, or 10 months from now, book a call using the link below. Me, my partner, and I will come out to your property and we'll bring the listing paperwork with us. So as long as you're ready to sign, we're ready to get rocking and rolling as well, and make sure that you net the most amount possible when selling your most precious asset. If you found any value from this video, please subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next one.